Let's make some peach pancake syrup. My sweet friend picked me up 6 beautiful boxes of peaches in Georgia the other day. And there's so many ways to use peaches. The first thing I'm going to make is peach pancake syrup. And here's Mom for everybody who's been asking how she's doing. She looks so much better today. We were discussing how many pounds of peaches we've maybe processed together over the years. She said peaches was one of the first things that she learned to can, and so she's been canning peaches since before I was born. On average, we decided it's probably about 100 pounds a year times 36 years. That's a lot of peaches. Some years we did more, some years we did less, but I think that is probably an accurate average. So to start off our syrup, I'm blanching these peaches in boiling water just for a minute or two. Just check them. When the peels peel like this, you know they're ready. So just transfer them into cold water. Ice water is best, but I don't have an ice machine, so cold water will do just fine. Now these peaches aren't fully ripe, so the skin didn't come off as easily on all of the peaches as it did this one, but it's fine because these are all going to get pureed together. Now the water in my bowl has just a dash of lemon juice just to help keep the color. And now I'm just scooping them into my pot, and we're going to throw a little bit of this water in with it just so it doesn't scorch on the bottom. And we're going to bring them up to a boil. Everything is better with a dash of vanilla. I have such a hard time getting the lid off of this one. So throw a dash or 2 or 5 of vanilla into your peaches. You'll thank me later, I promise. Now, this is pancake syrup, so I'm going to sweeten this with maple syrup. That is our favorite way to have this, but you can absolutely use sugar or honey or whatever kind of sweetener you like. But it's going on pancakes, so why not maple syrup? Now, the amount of sweetener you use totally depends on how sweet your peaches are. I think I mentioned earlier, these peaches are not all the way ripe, so they're not super sweet. So I ended up using half of my container of maple syrup. So half a liter of maple syrup went into this box of peaches. And this was about 15 pounds of peaches. Last year I did a box that was super sweet. They were really overripe. And I only used maybe a cup. So it really varies how much you use. Now after they've cooked for a little bit, I'm just going to use my immersion blender and blend these all up nice. You could leave some chunks in there if that's how you like it, but my kids like it nice and smooth. And I also threw in a dash of lemon juice, and that's just to help keep the color nice and bright. I let that all boil together for about 10 or 15 minutes. And now we can go ahead and ladle it into our hot jars. This also freezes really well, but you know how I am with putting things in my freezer. I would much rather it be on the shelf. And I'm using Denali canning lids. Coupon code Sherman Family Farm will get you 10% off their entire website. Side note, they sent me a trucker hat and like an overcoat thing the other day, and it is so cute. So if you go onto their website, check those out because they're super cute. Obviously, I can't wear the coat right now because it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside, but I'm excited for it this winter. Now these are going to go into the water bath canner for 25 minutes, and here's what they look like all done. So beautiful on the shelf and a kid favorite. Thanks for watching. See you next time.